Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Regan, and today I'm going to be showing you how I make my fried chicken Caesar salad. It is absolutely incredible. It is the perfect summer salad, especially when it is way too hot to be cooking outside. You do not want to be turning on an oven. I am showing you how to make creamy Caesar salad dressing. This is one thing that I just did not want to give up, even though I was trying to eliminate seed oils from my life. But once I figured out this recipe, there was just absolutely no going back. So it's minced garlic, Dijon mustard, Worcestershire sauce, anchovy paste, and you're going to go ahead and whisk that together until it's thoroughly incorporated. Next, you are going to add Parmigiano Reggiano, and I'm showing you the stamp that it is officially certified from the government agency in Italy. They have specific stamps that go on products that are legitimately created in Italy and distributed. I really believe in quality over convenience. So I am always going to buy, I guess like the real thing, like Parmigiano Reggiano. It is definitely more expensive, but the way it changes the flavor profile, it is just unparalleled. And so I'm just adding the cheese to the mixture. I'm also going to add the mayo. I used Chosen for an avocado oil, seed oil free mayo. And you're just going to incorporate that. And then add a big pinch of salt and lots of freshly cracked black pepper. And I said in the recipe that it's like 2 to 3 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, but you'll see as I continue to make the dressing that I ended up needing more. It really just depends on the size of your lemon. The ones that I was using were quite small. So if you're using one larger lemon, the entire juice of that lemon should be enough. I ended up going back several times and probably ended up using maybe like 2 pretty small lemons, but you obviously want the consistency of the dressing to be pourable. You don't want it to be so thick that it's like a dip unless that is your goal. Like maybe you're making a Caesar salad dip. But for the dressing, obviously we wanted this to be pourable. So I'm just adding more fresh cracked black pepper at the end. And that is all. And then I'm going to set it to the side and work on the salad. So for a crunch element in the salad, I am doing toasted walnuts. I used the pre-chopped pieces just for convenience. Obviously, you could buy them whole and decide to chop them yourself. And I'm just going to lightly toast them. Keep moving them around. This is like a medium high heat. You do not want them to burn. And they should start to smell a little bit toasty. You can see that they're getting darker in color. I'm smelling it to make sure that it's done. And it is. And I'm going to cut the heat and set them to the side. This is a Honeycrisp apple that I was using. It was quite big. So if I was making a main salad, like if the salad was the main dish, it wasn't just like a starter, this entire apple I would have used for probably about 4 people. I used half because I was just making a big salad for my husband and myself and our toddler. So I thought that that was plenty. If you like more fruit, feel free to cut it up and use more. You also could use a pink lady apple. You just want an apple that is bright and crispy. You don't want something that's going to be mushy like a Macintosh. I find that they're kind of like, or even a Gala apple. I think sometimes they're like a little bit mushy. So my preference is a Honeycrisp. And now for the fried chicken. I do live in the South and they do not play when it comes to fried chicken. So I just got mine from like a little local grocery store. And I will say, obviously, it's going to depend on where you purchase the fried chicken, what the quality is going to be. This was very crispy, had a little bit of heat. They definitely brine it ahead of time. So I did find it a little bit salty, but they brine it in order to maintain the moisture while frying it. So you're just going to go ahead and pick out all the meat, take it off the bones. I like to leave obviously the crispy skin in there. That is going to be such an incredible textural element, especially since we are not doing croutons. Like, I want the fried crispy skin, obviously, like, that's the best part, hello. So you're just gonna take the amount that you need and take it off the bone and set it to the side before you start going after it with the chef's knife. Go ahead and cut up all of the chicken into bite-sized pieces, just like small enough chunks. You don't really want anybody to need a knife when they eat this salad, so just make it so it's manageable bite-sized pieces. And then we're going to assemble. I like to tear up the lettuce so that it, again, is easier to eat. It's manageable. Add the apples on top, the toasted walnuts, and then, of course, the fried chicken. If you would like to add extra Parmigiano Reggiano in the end or any fresh cracked black pepper, feel free to do so. And then you are going to dress the salad. I like to do a loose layer and then I toss it to see if it needs more dressing. You can always add more, you cannot take away. And that is it. I know that I will definitely be making this salad again, and let me know if you're going to make it.